Life on the Homefront, Germany, by Julia Brereton, Liam Hartwig, Lauren Hay, and Jeffrey Powers. Essential questions. What changes to civilian life are necessary to be able to conduct war on a global scale? Everyone has to help with war effort by recycling, joining the army, volunteering, and working a lot. How did World War II impact the lives of ordinary citizens of countries involved in the war? German citizens' lives were changed during the war. A good thing that happened for German citizens was food was rationed, and most Germans ate better during the war. Many German cities were bombed. What changes to behavior or sacrifices did German civilians have to make in order for their country to pursue war? Some citizens, especially German farmers, were forced to move to other countries that Germany had conquered.
Agriculture production. On the picture on the left, there are teenage girls doing agriculture work in territories occupied by Germany. On the picture on the right, it's Adolf Hitler, and he wanted to use territory for agriculture production to provide food. World War I had left the country weak. Although some civilians were starving, some people ate better during the war. For example, Ersatz coffee made from acorn and barley seeds, was an artificial food. Adolf Hitler made many German farmers move to areas such as Poland, Ukraine, and Russia so they'd be able to feed the army in homeland. Hitler wanted control of all of those countries for a hunger plan called Lebensraum.
Food rationing. Food rationing was introduced in 1939. Food rationing portions got smaller as time went on. It was up to 32 ounces in April 1945. With the cause of food rationing, the black market flourished. The card on the left shows what the Germans could eat: bread, meats, butter, and grains. Recycling. The Germans didn't recycle their materials. The only reason the Allies won the war is because they recycled.
The role of women. The Jewish women in Germany worked in concentration camps to make jewelry and clothing out of gold teeth and hair. The Nazis attempted to increase the birth rate. They also tried to get women to leave their homes and go to work. Neither of these attempts were successful. During the 1930s, a propaganda campaign was organized for women who wanted to stay home during the war. The health of women was very poor during the war. They worried about their children and their husbands who were fighting in the war. Also, there were food shortages and bombings. The role of children. Non-German children were sent to concentration camps in an attempt by the Nazis to create an Aryan society in Germany. Children were often killed from starvation. Sometimes they were sent immediately to the gas chambers. Those born in the ghettos were sometimes hidden by prisoners in order to survive. Some children were sent to forced labor or to work at medical experimentation centers.
Shops that didn't help with warfare were closed and shut down. The Nazis tried to force 3 million women to work from the age of 17 through 45, but only 1 million worked. This is one of the reasons why Germany lost the war.
Societal changes at home during the war. The war disturbed family life. It forced separation of mothers and fathers from their own children. It also damaged people's social relationships. The war changed the bond between families.
Sports. During the war, there were no professional sports leagues. Germany was losing the war, so everything was to help win the war. The role of ethnic minorities. Many Jews were put into concentration camps. Some were killed and some were forced to help with the war effort. People from other countries worked in German factories. Role of religion. During World War II in Germany, many people honored the Nazis, but Germans also went to church.
Sources.